Now joined by Washington Redskins wide receiver off an incredible rookie year. His name is Terry McLaurin. Terry, how are you?
I'm good.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having
I know
me.
you're here on behalf of youth entrepreneurs. Why don't you tell us what you're doing with them?
Yeah, the Redskins and youth entrepreneurs came to me with a really unique opportunity to kind of get my foot in the door and giving back to the community. And I feel like the platform that I have and the giving heart that I have, I wanted to get involved in the community. I just didn't know how, but through education, I felt like what better way to do that to help the D.C. area metro kids to really give them the tools that they need to be successful, not just in business but in life. Youth entrepreneurs really allows them to, the teachers to bring in a curriculum that's customized just for their students. Oftentimes we see school systems, you have to teach certain things this way, but youth entrepreneurs allows them to give them the flexibility for the students to be successful. It also allows them to kind of just see what they're interested in, but allow them to dream. I feel like that's so important for kids to do, just to have a dream and have a vision. But youth entrepreneurs doesn't stop there. It just gives them the tools that they need now to reach those goals.
And it seems obvious, but life is something that really should be taught in schools.
Most definitely.
So this is awesome. A great opportunity.
Thank you so much.
You mentioned dreams and visions and growth. You and I were just talking before we started this interview that you've come a long way in a year.
Yeah.
I mean, this time last year, you had just wrapped up the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
You were kind of just starting your draft process.
Right.
And now you're on the heels of an incredible rookie year. Have you had time to reflect back on it? Like, what's gone through your head?
I kind of had this last month to kind of reflect with the season ending and having some free time, and just the difference a year makes. Your life can really change in a year, and mine has. And first and foremost, it's a blessing to be in this situation, to live my dream. I wake up and I get to play football for a living, and that's so cool. I get to impact people's lives, get to make people's days better. I mean, I'm kids' favorite players and stuff. I mean, that just means the world to me. So just to be in the opportunity to live my dream and see my hard work and my prayers and my faith just to come to fruition is an unbelievable feeling. And I've had a great support system from my friends and my family, and I've had great teammates in Redskins as well.
What skill set from that final year in college to the first year in Washington did you work to improve to beat press coverage?
Yeah.
Because the receivers typically say the difference in man coverage from college to the professional level is like the biggest difference and biggest struggle becoming a professional.
Yeah, I mean, that is one of the bigger struggles, definitely. I had the unique advantage of going against a lot of first-round corners at Ohio State.
Yeah, you did.
And our scheme was
did.
press quarters. So I saw press every day. I had to get comfortable with it. And so coming in, I wasn't nervous with it. I wasn't scared. I wasn't anything like that. But in the NFL, the corners are just as fast. They're smarter. And they're so technically sound. You have to be on borderline perfect in the way you run your routes to get open. And, Coach Hartline really helped me coming back from my fifth year to learn how to get that separation and keep it. Oftentimes you may get the separation, but you may not keep it because you're not running out of the route. You're not beating the DB to the catch point. It's a lot of contested catches in the NFL. Oftentimes you're not going to really catch the ball wide open. You're going to have somebody draped over you. So I had to prepare for that. I was lucky enough to be prepared for that, but I adjusted over the year, and I really picked the brains of our veteran corners as well.
And you got off to a really hot start. Let's get in the time machine. Go back to week 1, second quarter. 2nd and 8 with 10 minutes to go. This is your first NFL touchdown.
Yeah.
What's the play call? It was basically a 70-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
What was the alignment?
Yeah, well, we knew, when we had a certain formation that the Eagles would check with no safety help. And, I had the advantage of they didn't really know who I was. They didn't know how fast I was. They didn't know any of that. And we had practiced that play since camp. And we knew that the Eagles were going to do that specific coverage during against that look. And once I saw that there was no safety in the middle of the field, I said, this is a touchdown. And I just wanted to, keep the skinny post thin.
Yep.
And by not running over the field and let Case throw me over and run under the ball. So he threw a great ball. It was a great play call in that situation. Felt like it ignited the run that we went on. Obviously, we didn't finish the game. But, at that moment, I was like, wow. I really just scored my first touchdown.
Life move in slow motion when the ball was in the air, when you were running with it away from the corner?
Yeah.
It was probably only about 7 seconds of a play, but it probably felt like 7 minutes.
Yeah. It was almost like it was just me and the ball, to be honest. I didn't know where the defender was, and I was like, if I catch this ball, he's not going to catch me. I can't let him catch me. So, I mean, Case did a great job of just putting enough air under me for a fast guy like me just to run under it, caught it in stride, and the rest was history.
And you only went up from there. 919
Thanks.
yards, 7 touchdowns as a rookie. What skill set are you looking to improve this offseason heading into year 2?
Yeah, what's in store for year 2 here, Terry?
I just want to consistently keep my contested catch rate very high. I feel like I struggle with that in college because those jump balls, those contested catches. I'm not 6'4", but I feel like to be an elite receiver, you got to be able to take the top off, be intermediate, but also win those one-on-one battles against contested man-to-man coverage. And I wanted to be a guy that my teammates trusted on third down to this ball is going to Terry. The defense knew it, our offense knew it, and you got to make that play. So coming into next year, I'm really hungry to build on what I started my rookie year, but I'm not hanging my hat on that. I still feel like it wasn't enough, and I just want to be one of the best, if not the best receiver in this league.
I'm excited to see what Scott Turner does with you in terms of putting you in the positions to succeed. He did that with DJ Moore. He did that a little bit with Curtis Samuel, who you probably know quite well.
My best friend,
it's your best friend?
Yeah, we were roommates.
Oh, we love Curtis Samuel on this website.
Yeah,
I mean,
and Scott,
he's my roommate.
More touches, quarterback that can throw downfield. Hey, give him 1,000 yards. Okay, we haven't asked you at all about the game on Sunday at all. Let's do that by just playing a little game.
Okay.
Stick your hand in here, pick out a piece of paper, read it out loud for us.
Melvin Gordon tried to grab 3, but we
and
didn't
answer
let him.
the question if you can.
All right. Is this one?
Yep, there you go.
Will the Patriots be mentioned during the broadcast?
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, for so long they were a dynasty.
Yeah.
And I still feel like they're a very successful team. We played against them, and it was tough playing against how disciplined they were. They didn't beat themselves. I don't even know if they maybe had one turnover that game, but just how consistent they are year in, year out. Doesn't matter the personnel they have. I mean, it's a testament to their organization, and it was cool to kind of compete against them and see where I stacked up against.
And you squared off against Gilmore.
Yeah, that was really fun. With him probably being the defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
It was great to see where I matched up.
Book.
Yeah, it was great to see where I matched up against a premier corner. I mean, that's what you work so hard for, so long for, to see where you match up against the best. And I felt like I held my own, and it was cool to see that to compete against him.
Terry, you're the man. Thanks so much.
It.
Good luck in year 2, all right, man?
Thanks for having me. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.